During the third millennia, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he would never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
And I said, hey, oi, let's chop your penis off. Oi, can I have me penis back? Why do you have dreadlocks, you white oppressor?
Royce Lopez.
Always be aborting. A always be aborting. Always be aborting.
Breaking news.
Breaking news,
You're
guys.
hearing it only on our show first. Apparently Donald Trump has worked out a deal. He will get the wall. Unfortunately, it's going to be a rock climbing wall.
Oh, no! The other side's going to be a slide. You climb the wall up and you just
lands into a nice, clean, chlorinated pool. And then you immediately get a welfare check. Fucking A.
Oh, shit. He was a boy, he went to girl, now he wants to be a boy again.
Oh, God, just stay a girl if you're going to be this indecisive.
I think Caitlyn Jenner's a handsome woman with a great penis. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with trannies. I just don't want to put that one's cock in my mouth.
Bound forever by their mutual love of smoking marijuana, Simpsons references and affection towards Alex Jones, These two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time, here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
Oh my God, is there any end to this week? Hi guys, how is everybody doing? It's Thursday, September 20th. Revenge of the Cis kicking off your afternoon. Proper like Mike Sheely, Royce Lopez, the leaders of your media jihad joining you this afternoon. And kind of a slow news day. But
Yeah,
we're gonna
kinda slow.
We're gonna make the most of it.
We'll do our best.
We're gonna stretch it out for you today.
So
Right off the jump, I do need to promote that I will be on Poseidon's show tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So please join us for that.
Claire says, hey, Lopez, I was just watching the episode of Blair White, I'm sure they meant to say, and I was wondering how you knew what brand of makeup she was wearing. Is there something you're not telling us? No, Sephora. Sephora's the one that all the chicks like. Like, you don't have to be gay to know that chicks like Sephora.
Yeah, plus it's literally like the only makeup retail outlet still alive.
Yeah, it's Sephora, of course. Yeah, don't suck on the Poseidon stream. They were telling you, don't suck. So, if you suck, you were told not to.
I've never sucked.
Welcome to the show, guys. I guess we could start with the breaking news, what happened today.
Claire was like, no, I meant Blair Witch.
That's fair. That's fair.
Don't disrespect me, bro. I'm a beautiful woman.
Are you?
I'm not political anymore. And by the way, my tits are like fucking 6 worlds apart.
You could fit fucking Asgard in between her titties. There's one titty, there's tit god, and the other tit god, and then there's Midgard.
So let's talk about the shooting in Maryland.
Which one?
Aware and conscious that there's families out there who are hearing the most devastating of news that they could possibly hear, and we want to make sure that it doesn't get out ahead of us, and before we have a chance to tell the families that we don't want them watching it on TV
So
or
please,
reading
as these
it
families
somewhere
are
on social
receiving
media.
the
So I
most devastating news that one can receive, which is that once again Game of Thrones has been delayed. And I understand, folks, and our thoughts and prayers go out to all the families affected.
So there was a shooting outside of Baltimore, Maryland.
No!
Oh, but this
Get right out of town!
it was just outside of town of Maryland, Baltimore, actually. It was at a Rite Aid distribution center, and it was a woman. It was a female shooter.
Strange. It was a woman, and she managed to hit people.
Yeah, no, people are dead.
And they're sure this is a woman.
Well, yeah, 3 people are dead, but I think she fired 700 rounds.
Trans woman, right?
No, it was actual vagina woman.
Wow, it looks like your high score is about to be beaten, Nassim.
Thank everyone for their patience and understanding. I also have to, again, stand before a bank of microphones and thank the allied agencies, so many of whom are here represented
England,
behind me.
France, of course, Portugal, America. Oh, I thought you said the Allied forces.
But our partners from the FBI, the ATF, the DEA, our federal
Good
partners,
camera work, fellas.
state police,
There we
Department of Transportation Authority, Police Department, Haverty Grace, Aberdeen, and
All right, can you stop doing the plugs? People are dead.
Bel Air, our local municipal agencies.
Please check us
who
out,
all
of course,
respond.
Maryland State Police Department on Twitter. Of course, you can help us get our follower count up, because all the shadow banning and stuff, it's really hard to gain followers.
And also, the policeman balls tickets are now on sale. If you want to buy them, you'll get a free PBA card and a little sticker for the back of your license plate.
But it's not one of them good PBA cards. It ain't one of the ones that actually gets you out of trouble.
Yeah, you got to donate. You got to buy the $5,000 dinner plate for that one. That one will get you out of all kinds. I'll ignore you.
It's a PBA card, not a Lieutenant's Benevolence Association card. The Lieutenant's one is the one you want to have if you want to get out of things.
Had this chick had it, we wouldn't even be out here. We'd be planting a gun. That's what sort of black guy in Maryland.
Out here. And in fact, we're some of the very first cars on the scene from the
Now,
municipal
sadly, we are working on a sketch of the suspect, but unfortunately, all of our preset sketch templates are black people, and this suspect is not black, so it's going to delay our sketch
gonna
by a
take a
couple
while.
of days. Yeah, we're just working with Baltimore PD, so we never had much use for the white sketch templates, but we're going to get them back.
We're working on a light skin template.
Don't worry, Virginia State Police still has the white people templates on file. They're going to be faxing them over today.
Faxing.
Within that 5 minutes I spoke about earlier. This is a great partnership that we have in our county, and unfortunately we've been impacted by more than our fair share of these types of events, and as tragic as they are, we know and we have seen that they can happen anywhere in a
Get to it!
moment's notice, and they do, and they're devastating to the communities where
Sounds like an election year, doesn't it?
they occur. A basic recap of what I spoke about
Scott
this
Israel
morning.
comes out and shoves him out of the way.
This
Look, we
morning,
did a great job here. I thought everybody did wonderful.
received,
I did good personally.
fired.
Fucking asshole.
Remember when Laura said he was going to be fired a week ago, 6 months ago?
That the White House
Yeah, but, remember when Laura Loomer also said, she didn't like Mike Tokes, and then she likes Mike Tokes, and then didn't like Mike Tokes, and then publicly defended Mike Tokes.
Oh, yeah.
Distribution Center, located at
And the
1501.
fact she won't say anything about Cernovich, despite the rapings.
You know what I just realized?
What?
And look at this. Okay, so during this Fox 10 somber shooting update.
Somebody did the white power symbol in the background?
No, that's
Somebody did the okay.
That's expected.
Anybody, by the way, guys with a hat like that have 110% chance of doing this on a press conference.
Right here on the right, they still put up their Desert Diamond West Valley Casino.
Well, yeah, you got to get them you got to have the ads. What's the point?
Somebody was just murdered.
Okay, but does somebody also, we still have obligations to paying clients. What do you want?
But during this press conference?
Yes, okay, the client paid for the ad before the shooting.
And this just in, a second plane has hit the Twin Towers. Don't forget, if your stomach is rumbling like West Today Midtown Manhattan, make sure you go to McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Listen, if they do unite the right three, which rumor is they are, we're going to go.
Why? Why?
People are stupid.
Why?
Those people are
Oh, they're so dumb.
so dumb. And I know the people that are putting it together. It's just stupid. But they do that, we'll go cover that. And this time, it will be horrible, and there will be like a Charlottesville, part 2 again. We'll go cover that. And as people are dying in the streets on our live stream, we'll get like an animated Slurpee logo.
I like that.
Come up over the thing.
I like that.
Or like a McDonald's logo.
Yeah.
Try the all-new fruit parfait at McDonald's. I'm loving it.
It would be hilarious during this press conference. He goes, "Oh, thanks for the donation, Skater Boy 69. Appreciate it."
All right, now, of course, 4 people are dead. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their family. Now I'm going to read some super chats.
All right, this one says, this is from Laserdisc82. Why am I wearing this stupid hat? Well, actually, it's part of the uniform. I have to wear it.
Perryman Road.
Hang on. Amicus Primus just donated, and it's a 50-paragraph letter in text-to-speech asking why you won't write back to him, and then it's a media upload, and it plays Stan from Eminem. What happened?
Oh, that's great.
Bruno, the European Doberman, says 1488, Hail Odin from Germany. So that's thank you
that's
very
great.
much.
Yeah, appreciate it. Now, don't forget, we have $5 text-to-speeches on while we do this press conference. The media is just going to steal everything from the internet now. That's what's going to happen.
There's a fucking kill stream logo over the stupid press conference. Later on, we're going to have Medicare come on and maybe James Alsop if he's not too busy.
Make sure you go to streamlabs.com/Fox10Phoenix and give what you could give here, guys.
And just also this coming in, we are reading reports that Tonkasaw is actually threatening to IRL fight the shooting suspect.
And we have another super chat here. It says the shooter has been confirmed as being Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde.
It was a quote from Tonkasaw saying, "Fight me in ear IRL, bro. Fight me in IRL. Come into the cage." So we're also...
All right, no, the shooter's... Oh, another super chat. We're correcting here. There was a second shooter. His name is Sargon, and he works at Applebee's.
Yes, another super chat coming in from Sargon of Applebee's. It depends on the child, quite frankly.
All right, come on.
Immediately, police officers from across the county responded and were on scene in approximately 5 minutes. Law enforcement, fire, and EMS units quickly paired up and went into the warehouse area, to
They
the office
too
area.
were immediately shot dead. It was
Jesus.
probably a terrible idea to just go running all willy-nilly into the building like
we thought it was a woman who had a gun, and we're like, wow, look, what are the chances he's going to kill somebody else?
To the warehouse area to look for the suspect and to look for victims and provide treatment where appropriate. At this time, I can confirm that there are 7 people who have been shot in today's incident.
And also, just want to give another shout out to the Desert Diamond Casino and Resort. Right now, for a limited time, if you buy $100 worth of chips, you will receive a bonus $5 in chips for every 100 you buy.
Oh, fuck.
Including the shooter. 3 people are suffering from injuries which they are expected to survive. 3 others are victims of our shooter who lost their lives here today.
This just into checked Laura Loomer's Twitter, and the shooter has been identified as Paul Danino again. So
Again?
Yeah, Ice Poseidon's been.
Wow, this man needs to be stopped.
Fuck it, dude.
2 at the scene and then 1 at the hospital. And the 4th loss of life is the victim. Is the suspect, our shooter.
So the shooter's dead.
Victims' names we are not in a position to release at this time. We still have to make notifications, and that's still
What's the shooter's name?
a process that's ongoing. So we are not prepared to release the victims' names. We will get them out as soon as is possible. Our suspect is a lone female suspect, age 26, who had a last known address in Baltimore County. She has died at the hospital.
Give her name. I want to
This
know.
guy, this guy, the fact that he takes so long to get to the point, and his whistling dentures.
Oh, yeah. No, they're terrible.
He sounds like he has George Washington's original wooden teeth in his mouth.
He's just upset because Arseface is his son.
I just want to say that the suspect is currently in custody, and right now she has been identified as the shooter.
From a fatal injury, self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Now that's all I can hear.
It appears, again...
What's
as I
her
said this
name?
morning,
Our
that
prayers
she was
go out to the families of all those affected.
armed with 1 handgun and several magazines.
One handgun. Look at that. One handgun.
No shots were fired by any law enforcement responder. Our detectives are still working to establish a timeline, but
I'm
at
just
this
waiting for somebody's cell phone to go off behind them because somebody always forgets. They always forget.
time, what we know is
Mulatto butts.
You can always see who it is immediately by who has the puckered asshole. No, they don't even go for it right away. That first ring, it's always do 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 do, and you see the eyes, and then the second ring, they're like, "Ooh, yeah, that was me." Sorry, guys.
that the suspect was a temporary employee employed here at the distribution center. She had reported for her workday as usual, and around 9 a.m. the shooting began, striking victims both.
So this is like the movie Falling Down, but with a woman.
So it's like the movie Falling Down, except it's a box office failure.
Yeah. And she would have killed more people, but she took 30 minutes deciding what she wanted for lunch.
Outside the business and inside the facility. We do not, at this time, have a motive for this senseless crime.
Dr. Brony, she's there with magazines. What magazines? Cosmo? Jet? No.
At this time, we do not have any sort of motive for this crime, so we are operating under the assumption that she was on her period. That's
Time in the investigation, again, even though we're hours into this, it's still early in an investigation of this size and scope. But over the last several hours,
What's her
our law
name?
enforcement teams, again from all the agencies represented behind me, have been actively clearing and searching the 210 square foot facility. It's a massive building, and that's only a third of it.
All I could hear now is I swear that's all I could hear is the dentures.
Through all parts of the one building, 2,100 or 2,010 square feet are all just Rite Aid. There's 2 other businesses that are equally big, and our law enforcement officers had to clear that entire building. At the same time, our detectives have been working tirelessly to interview anyone who was in the building or who might have information to help us further this investigation. I believe a short while ago we tweeted.
Exactly. So many words, but he hasn't said anything. Is he gonna say? They're not gonna say the name, are they?
This is Deputy Joey Gibson.
Oh, okay. All right. I see. He's gonna slap someone's ass as he walks away.
Yeah, his press conference is reading like an Amicus Primus email. Jesus Christ, get the point.
Tweeted out the phone number, again, that's being answered at the dispatch center. If there's people with information that can offer us related to the incident here today, to please reach out, and so our detectives can be in contact with you. We are not releasing the suspect's information at this time. I've heard that it's already out in the public, but from our standpoint, the family...
Wait, it's out in the... Somebody give me the name. Somebody find me this name.
Somebody check 4chan.
Yeah, I'm sure it's out there. Let's see. I'm looking. Latest. No.
It's not Snowchia Mosley. I can't. It bugs me how plausible that sounds.
Who is it? All right, we'll find out by the end of the show, I'm sure. Somebody will figure it out.
Family there has not been notified.
Yep.
And again...
What?
It really is. Snowchia Mosley. It's definitely a black chick. Snowchia. I swear to God.
Oh, no.
That's really, yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, no, Pro to Kill got it right.
Thank you, Pro to Kill.
Like, I knew I had to trust. I
Yep.
had to verify it, though, but I knew the Pro to Kill couldn't have been making up such a ridiculous name. I was like, no way.
I found her My Life thing. She lives in Baltimore. Look, I already tell you she's crazy. She has 2 Yahoo email addresses. Born
She's got a good girl Yahoo address and a bad girl Yahoo address.
Born in 1992, so she's 10 years younger than 26. You know what? You might still be able to find her Facebook.
That's what I'm looking
Because
for.
that's not something that's...
That's
found
what I'm
it.
looking. I found it too. I just clicked it.
The top one?
Yep.
The one with this one? The one with her hand on her head?
Yep, that's her. And she's not
Doesn't look like a girl?
this is a boy. Look, I'm not gonna run away with assumptions
is this
here.
a female? Because it looks like it. No, it looks like a trans.
That's a female.
All right. Well, you know, guys, listen.
Look, oh no, yeah, maybe it's a dude but that would explain why, she managed to kill so many people.
I don't want to.
Yeah, no titties, dressed like. Yeah, no, this is boy. This I think is a.
I don't want to put the picture up because I'm not 100%. I don't want to I don't want to pull a loomer and put the wrong thing up. But
I mean, look, even if we did put the picture up and it was the wrong one, at least we're not identifying it as fucking Ice Poseidon.
because
At least we didn't identify the single biggest YouTuber besides.
And by the
PewDiePie.
way, this wasn't an account that was this wasn't an account that was made just now. It's been up at least since 2016, so this seems legit. 72 friends, about no workplace, lives in Baltimore, from Trenton, New Jersey, 4 family members, work in education, Alvali High School, places she's lived. Yeah, it's a she, but is it a This looks like one of those Butch Dyke kind of lesbians. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? The ones who probably wears like a really tight sports bra underneath to keep the titties down.
Maybe, yeah, it could be. I don't know.
I don't necessarily.
But you do have to wonder when.
Yeah.
When are we gonna stop being under constant attack from terrorist attacks perpetrated
white men.
by the LGBT black community? When's that gonna stop?
No, it's white men, don't you? This doesn't fit the narrative, Mike.
See that? You notice whatever you can say it about whites, but if I say it, what about the
Everyone
LGBT?
freaks
Whoa!
So yeah, Snoochie Mosley. Yeah, man. If I was 100% sure, I'd put the pictures up, but I don't want to be. I don't want to be that guy. What do you say? Should I show the picture, Mike?
Just do it. Who cares?
All right.
Let's be the first.
All right. So then, if we are getting word that this may be the shooter.
Yeah. So the shooter has been identified as 21-year-old rapper Kodak Black.
No, 26-year-old Snowchi Malosely.
Snowchi Malosely?
Mostly?
Sounds like a
Malosely?
fucking basketball player's name. It really does.
Playing 5'10" from the Charlotte Hornets, Snowchi Malosely.
He's just like Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah. That's a she, apparently. I'm trying to... That is a woman, though. By the face, you could tell that is a chick. That's just probably a lesbian chick. I don't even think it's trans. It's one of those...
No, she's one of them,
Yeah.
what is it, the studs? Like the ghetto
That's
studs?
what it is. Yes. Yeah. Trenton Tranny. No, that's not the name. Mel Gibson donated $5. Thank you, Mr. I don't know if that's the real Mel Gibson, Mike. Trans better be WP.
Our Mel Gibson is the real Mel Gibson.
That's fair. What if it's the same guy? All right. So there you go. That's who it is. If we get more info, we'll let you know. All right?
More info wars. We'll let you know.
By the way, there's more InfoWars now on YouTube than before they banned them because all the episodes, somebody's putting them up at some.
Yeah, but he's not making the shekels anymore, so that's how they got him.
That is true.
Because he was making some sheks
Yeah.
off his fucking videos.
All right.
Did you see the interview he did where he's like, oh, my kids, I gotta pray for my kids. They're going to kill my kid. Like, he was like this.
I did see some that he said he's ready to die. Motherfuckers like Machiavelli over here. Marine.
To live and die in Austin, Texas.
Oh, every day I try to fatten my pockets. All right, Mike. Let's talk about your old hometown, New York City.
New York City? That's not my hometown, but okay, I'll take it. I'm not one of those assholes that claims New York City. I live fucking 60 miles away on Long Island.
The Big Apple.
I hate people like that. I'm from New York City. You know, from Nassau County, you faggot.
Like
Stop
Frank,
lying.
like Frank Sinatra being born in Jersey and pretending to be from New York? You mean like that?
Yep. But, no, to be fair, though, he might have sang a lot about New York. But he never repped New York. Like, he moved there and he repped it later. But he was always a Jersey guy. Like, he never claimed to not be a Jersey guy. And back then, it was the same thing.
New York City Council approves bill adding a third gender to birth certificates. The New York City Council approved legislation Wednesday that will add a third gender to birth certificates for New Yorkers who don't identify as male or female. The resolution, which passed 41-6, creates a non-binary gender option referred to as X and received the backing of Mayor Bill de Blasio.
Of course it did.
You know who doesn't have the backing of Bill de Blasio? The New York City Police Department. Council Speaker Corey you know what, Bill? When they fucking rob your house, call the non-binary people to come fucking investigate it.
Yeah, Bill de Blasio doesn't have the police backs, but every time he goes to a cop's funeral, he gets to stare at policemen's backs. So that's nice.
They
don't
dude,
like him.
Universally hated, pretty much. Council Speaker Corey Johnson, who introduced the legislation in June, said he hopes it will make New York birth certificates more inclusive for all and will send a powerful signal to the world that New York City's government works for everybody.
That's good. Good. What about all the stabbings? And the
Works. It works for the stabbers.
Could you just not stab?
No, but then what are the stabbers going to do? You want to take jobs away from stabbing? Today is a historic day for New York in its role as worldwide champion for inclusivity and equality. Guys, just as a reminder, 17 years ago was 9/11. In 17 years, we've gone from New York proud, man, ground zero. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
You mess with one of us, you may have to mess with several others of us.
Yes.
A lot of us have to go to work, though.
Yeah, we have jobs. Johnson said in a statement sent to NBC News, I especially want to thank the LGBTQ community for their advocacy and work on this issue to help keep New York City in its rightful place as the leader in human rights. I hate this arrogance from New Yorkers.
No.
They think that this fucking city.
It's not that we're arrogant. It's just that you don't understand how the world works.
Everybody in New
we deal
York
with
is
that all
Bill
the
Maher.
time.
Everyone in New York is Bill Maher.
You're wrong, okay? I'm going to talk like this all the time, and people are going to assume I'm correct, okay? That's every Bill Maher monologue. You're wrong, okay?
under current law, transgender New Yorkers must submit documentation from a physician certifying their non-binary status. But under the new legislation set to take effect January 1st, 2019, those born in New York City will be permitted to submit an affidavit requesting gender identity change absent a doctor's note. This is what's going to happen. The next step is what happened in Canada. We're going to have trannies in female prisons. We're going to have male
Tranny cops.
That's what's going to happen.
Tranny guards.
Councilman Robbery Holden from Queens voted against the bill due to public safety concerns born a lack of oversight. Just having anyone without going through a doctor say that they're another gender or X, that could lead to abuse and all sorts of problem. Holden told the New York Post, "We need more oversight. How does X describe a person? Don't we have to have some standard of order?" he asked. Oregon, California, Washington, and New Jersey currently allow residents to select non-binary gender options in their birth certificates.
Shit is we have now jumped over the cliff into fucking Crazyville.
Do you think there's no way back?
No, this is it. We got to start getting ready for the Great War because that's coming.
You think?
Yeah.
Think for real?
Yeah,
like a legit bloodshed war?
Yes. It's.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you know.
Who's gonna? No, but
Do you
seriously,
know how many people before any civil war go? Yeah, I don't see that happening. Though.
No, I get
we have
it.
Too much cohesion in this country.
No, that's not why. It's not the cohesion. You're completely misreading me. You were just talking about it earlier. I mean, let's. You were talking about all the alt-right spergs earlier. You know, all these chads. What are they going to do? They're not going to go out there and arm themselves and fight.
Not yet, but things aren't bad enough yet.
You're right, but who's going to fight on the other side? Like, okay, let's say the right. What is the left going to do? Throw water balloons?
I didn't say that it was going to be a fucking even fight. I just said that there was going to be a fight. That's all.
It's fair.
There's going to be. Like, I'm sorry, things just aren't bad enough yet. But once they take enough of your fucking wealth, and once they fuck enough of your kids, and once they do enough of this shit, there's going to be a breaking point. It was the same way with our Civil War. It's the same way with any Civil War in history. People fucking snap. And it's going to be, there's already this deep fucking widening divide in this country, philosophically. Like, we can't, half the fucking country at this point wants to build a white ethno-state, and the other half wants to fuck your children. There's a divide there. And there's a lot of us in the middle that are like, I don't really want to. But, you know, eventually you're going to have to pick a side. You know, it's just what's going to happen. People are going to die. I don't know if it's going to happen in our lifetime. I think it is, though.
Well,
God, I hope so.
maybe this will help.
God, I hope so.
Maybe this will help.
I want to be alive to watch the bloodshed. I really do.
Brown University censors gender dysphoria study, worried that findings might invalidate the perspectives of transgender community.
If I have to hear the phrase transgendered community one more time, I'm going to kill everybody.
Well, this study was actually a really here's the Brown University did a study, right? And it was, a legitimate study. And the study showed that what's happening is a lot of people are children, teenagers, have been shown to think they're a different sex because of what their friends are saying and because of what their media. That's what happened. So they pointed out a link that maybe these kids don't actually have gender dysphoria. It's just cool to be trans now.
Yes. No shit.
Brown University did that study. You want to know what happened?
They probably got a lot of backlash, and they were probably called Nazis and bigots.
Brown University themselves apologized for the scientific study and said they don't want to marginalize transgender people. Brown University has come under fire after censoring its own study on transgender youth, which found that social media and friends can influence teenagers to change their identity. The university removed an article about the study from its website 5 days after it was published, following community complaints that the research was transphobic. In addition, the findings might invalidate the perspectives of members of transgender community, a university dean wrote.
I never thought I'd see the day where the right wing was on the side of actual science.
It's weird, right? And it was quick.
It's like so bizarre to me.
The dean insisted, however, that it's still committed to academic freedom, noting that all studies should be debated vigorously. The study examined what it's called a rapid onset gender dysphoria, when a teen suddenly begins identifying as transgender, despite never previously questioning their identity. In online forums, parents have been reporting that their children are experiencing what is described here as rapid onset dysphoria, appearing for the first time during puberty or even after its completion. The transition often happens after teens use social media and watch online videos about transitioning to another gender. In online forums, parents have been reporting that their children are experiencing what is described. Okay, the onset of gender dysphoria seems to occur in context of belonging to a peer group where one or multiple or even all of their friends have become gender dysphoric and transgender identity during the same time frame, she added. Parents described a process of immersion in social media, such as binge watching YouTube transition videos, excessive use of Tumblr, immediately
Also, posting on R9K on fucking 4chan is probably a good indicator.
immediately preceding their child becoming gender dysphoric. The study, based on 256 surveys completed by parents, was published earlier this month.
You know, it's almost like children are susceptible to messages being pumped into their heads at all times. And it's weird, right? It's almost like your parents were right.
Smoke. Parents said teens...
But, like, even with there's you see that meme going around of the Snapchat news filter? Like, somebody just logged into Snapchat and did a screenshot of the splash page of, like, Snapchat news.
Right.
It's all about Kylie Jenner banging that Travis Scott rapper guy and 10 ways to know if you're trans. And, like, the whole thing is just fucking pure cancer. Pure cancer. And Snapchat's kids use Snapchat. And it's like they're trying to create news now and trends. Right. And dude, it's fucking dangerous.
Social engineering. Parents said...
Yeah, but we were supposed to use eugenics and social engineering to build stronger, better people.
Girl penis.
Whatever, then.
We get girl penises. Parents said teens exhibited an increase in social media internet use prior to disclosure of transgender identity, which led to the conclusion that friends and online sources could spread certain beliefs. You don't say. The spirit of free inquiry and scholarly debate is central to the academic excellence. At the same time, this is Brown, we believe firmly that it is also incumbent on public health researchers to listen to multiple perspectives and recognize and articulate the limitation of their work. So basically, Brown did a study. The study found that social media is influencing kids who would normally not be trans to become trans. Now they're saying, fuck all the scientific study, even though they're one of the top research universities. They are,
Yeah.
They're one of the shitty Ivy League schools, but they're one of the top research universities.
We're one of the top research universities.
In a statement, the research goes on to suggest that teens could be influence each other to promote certain behaviors through peer contagion. In a statement posted online, Bess Marcus, Dean of Brown School of Public Health, said the university has heard from Brown's community members expressing concerns that the conclusion of the study could be used to discredit efforts to support transgender youth and invalidate the perspective of members of the transgender community.
Yeah, I'm over it.
I'm
over you people. No, I'm serious. Like, look, and this is why you idiots at the SPLC will never, ever, ever be able to make a point that I'm some kind of white supremacist.
Yep.
Because, yeah, all right, fine, maybe I do want to build some camps, but I don't want to put non-whites in them. I like black and brown people. I date brown women. I'm fine with all that. There are certain people, though, that I would like to see maybe go to some re-education centers. And it's not the blacks, it's not Hispanics, it's not Asians. It's the girl penises.
But yes, but you're right, man. Like you were saying the Snapchat thing. Like they've made it cool to be a tranny. Like back in the day, that was, and I think it was good for society.
To have shame?
Yes, but they made it where tranny jokes were funny, where it was a point of shame, and I think that was good because, look, we're not talking about a kid being influenced on TV to fucking buy sugary cereal. Remember when that was a whole big deal? Like, are these cartoons on... That was our childhood. Are these cartoons on cereals making kids eat too much sugar? And that was the big thing. And it's like, hey, you know what we should do? Forget all the sugar stuff. Let's make kids cut their penises off and take hormones. Like, they've made it cool. They've turned something that was a mental disorder into something that is fashionable.
When I was a kid... the big thing was wrestling. Remember that?
Yes.
It was like, oh, it's wrestling. Is this wrestling going to mess your kid up? It's going to make your kid a loser, let's be honest. But
hey, I'm a winner. My mom says I'm handsome.
And that's what I mean. It's like the worst thing, you know, they whipped up this paranoia when the worst thing you had to worry about was your kid just being a fucking nerd.
And that's the worst thing you could call a
They
person.
were like, is wrestling going to turn your kid into a degenerate? And now 10 years later, it's like, how to turn your kid into a degenerate.
10 easy. Wiki how. No, but
now
they've
it's
turned
like-
it fashionable.
Yeah, and now it's like every BuzzFeed article is, these parents are injecting hormones into their toddler. And here's why it's so amazing.
What happened to us? Seriously, what happened to Because I'm not even talking about like, I'm talking about in recent history. I'm not talking about like this massive time frame where things changed. I'm talking about this is within our lifetime. Things have rapidly changed in a bad way. Like, why is it cool to be trans? Look again, I'll say this again. I have trans people in my family, all right? However, those people in my family aren't posting all the time going, you should cut your penis off too. It's fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like, they keep, you know, they do it and they do their thing and it's not the main focus of their life. But like you said, there's BuzzFeed listicles and you can't go on fucking Vox or even Cracked. Remember when Cracked lists used to be funny?
Yeah, I mean, we can't even do this. Like, I get annoyed in this show how much we have to cover it because it's everywhere. And it's like, I'm sick of fucking hearing about I'm sick of everything having to be viewed through the lens of trans rights. I don't give a if you're trans and you're watching this, words cannot, there's not a word in the English language to describe how little I give a fuck whether you live or die. I don't care about you. I don't care about your fucking rights. Okay? There's not enough of you to give a fuck about your rights, and you know that. So now you're trying to recruit children. You're trying to increase your fucking percentage here in society so that
They
you
really
can.
are. You're right. They're
Yeah, so
sandbagging.
they're
They're sandbagging the numbers.
so that you will eventually have enough people to create a stink. I'm fucking sick of it.
You're right. Well, Mike, you said wrestling. Being a wrestling geek is the worst thing you could be. What about if I said BBC Three, Scotland's first openly gay wrestler, Christopher Saint?
Oh, I just saw this fucking homo on my Twitter feed today.
Well,
And you know what? I'm like, all right, maybe he's just a gay wrestler, right? So check his Twitter timeline. Let me see what else he's into. He's also one of these guys that's tweeting we need to teach these kids early about gay and stuff in schools. Yeah, he's another one pushing the shit on fucking kids. I hope he breaks his fucking neck in the ring.
I'm proud to say that I am Scotland's first openly gay wrestler.
dude, that's the body of a. By the way, hold on a second.
Wait, hey, Danny Saint, is he your kayfabe brother?
Oh shit, that would be awesome.
Are you guys like the Anderson brothers?
Yeah, but he has a Y in his name because it's Y chromosome. That's why.
Doesn't matter what
Danny says, "Be right back. Gonna find a new name."
I
How about Danny Angel?
do. Doesn't matter what I do and who I lie down with. I'm still a wrestler. If I can make people see that.
But if it doesn't matter what you do or who you lie down with, why is it so important that you have to come out as gay? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like-
because my career wasn't going so well, and I figured I'll tell everybody I'm a Peter Puffer, and then everybody will fucking start coming to me shows.
All right, let's hear Scrooge McCuck over here.
I'm still a wrestler. If I can make people see that and be positive in their life, that's
My
what...
finishing move is I get an erection during the match, and then the person forfeits.
Look at the body on him, though. That's a wrestling body. Vince is gonna pick him up soon.
This thing is village people gay. And you know that's going to be the thing, right? This guy, mark my words, he is going to sue the WWE at some point.
You're right.
Claiming they won't hire him because he's a fucking Peter Puffer instead of the fact that because he has my body. Maybe that's why they're not fucking hiring you, bud.
Dude.
Watch.
people see that and be positive in their life, that's what matters to me. I came out to like family and stuff, and then I did a YouTube video. I'm going to be the wrestler that I want to be. I did it for the reason.
So basically, you were just another typical jobber wrestler doing these indie shows.
That's what he was.
And you wanted to.
Nobody's heard of this asshole until this.
By the way, this isn't like John Cena going, look, the reason I left Nikki Bella is because I'm a homosexual.
That would be fucking newsworthy.
Of course.
We would all be going, what? Like, this nigga literally banged every diva at one point. Like, that would be news. Like, there are women that still brag about how good of a fuck John Cena was. Like, you'd go, wow, I didn't see that coming. But when fucking Christopher No Name here,
Christopher Saint,
I was doing sports shows for $20 a piece, but now I'm making money because I suck cum out of men's penises.
Wrestler that I want to be. I did it for the reason of people need to know that it's okay to be.
Grease me up, faggot!
Okie dokie.
Sorry, it's not cool.
Come on, Mike!
They call it insane championship wrestling because of the insanely high AIDS infection rates and suicide tips.
Come on, man. Don't do that to the Juggalo Wrestling Association.
Like, dude, I realize, like you realize you're Scottish. You can wear skirts. You don't have to be gay. It's like part of your culture.
He's on BBC Three. I found his official YouTube page. How many subscribers do you think Danny Saint has? This is his official page.
1.9 thousand.
Okay, 41. I swear to God.
This is what I mean. So you mean to tell me, guys, that there's not some sort of agenda being pushed when they pluck these assholes out of obscurity to celebrate their gayness for no other reason other than, whoa, he's gay and a wrestler? Whoa, who gives a fuck? And you just want to push the gay agenda on everybody. I didn't care when
Black dude?
Primetime Players guy, when he came out.
Black John Cena.
He really does.
No, yeah.
Darren Young.
Darren Young.
Darren Young, when he came out, because even when he came out, he didn't make a big fucking thing of it. Remember?
And his whole gimmick wasn't that he was gay either. It wasn't. He was the same dude.
No, he just one day finally went, look, man, I would like to openly live as a gay guy. I'm gay. And there was like a couple of days of, oh, wow, Darren Young is gay. Titus O'Neil was like, hey, man, I love my partner. He's cool as fuck, whatever.
Just don't bleed on me.
And then it went over. And then it was it. It was over. You don't see Darren Young still going, gay.
His confession video, the one that has 4,000 views. All his other videos have like 200.
I got a confession to make. I like drinking cum. I like it all over my face and hair.
Oh, Impact just signed him. He has joined the Bullet Club.
I got a lot of support from family and I got a lot of support from everyone. But when it came to the fans, there was a few.
Do you work out, bro? Look, again,
Mike. By the way, if he did join Bullet Club, Cody Rhodes would still dress more gay than he does.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Cody Rhodes is dressing meticulously.
You notice that? Has Cody Rhodes been working on his lisp, too? He's a speech therapist.
Yeah, we were watching that, and I was like, yeah, he's definitely seeing a speech therapist now. Because he's really like, and you could tell he's still struggling with it.
Yeah,
when he speaks now, he's not lisping as much.
Some words he has trouble with, but no, you're right. He's well, we heard him on the Jericho show, and he's really working on it.
A few weeks of
and he's sharp looking, man. Everywhere I see him now, he's got some like nice designer suit on. He's not fucking playing around.
Half Cuban, half Dusty Rhodes.
Bad messages. Sometimes it wouldn't even be just.
And just good for him because his brother looks horrendous, like Dusty Rhodes. The Dusty jeans.
Oh, okay.
Don't make you look good.
No, they don't.
Like Dustin looks
what
just like his dad.
What if you're wearing polka dots?
He just a come man. But no, yeah, but like Cody at least got that like mixture with a little bit of brown.
Yeah.
Got the dark hair, got the regular features, so he looks kind of like his dad, but he got some of that. He got some of Mama in him.
Sometimes it wouldn't even be just. It would just be a short sentence of, "Wish you were dead. You shouldn't be in wrestling."
Nobody is telling you. I wish you were dead, but not because you're gay. I do because you are using the gay fucking little hip thing now to get on BBC Three, and I'm guessing you thought it was the other BBC, and that's why you showed up there.
I don't know. I just saw listed it said BBC, and I showed up. I was quite disappointed.
Your parents hate you. The worst one for me is you're a failure for who you are.
No, you're just a bad wrestler.
Gays and wrestlers are natural enemies. Just like gays and lesbians, and gays and trans people, and gays and other gays. Damn gays, you ruined gayness.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry. Let's take this
What you
serious.
do, that one stung. Because at the time I was really proud of what I was doing.
Somebody wrote a Joey Ryan feud could work. Oh, wait, this just in from Pro Wrestling Gorilla. Joey Ryan released a statement. I don't work with faggots. Wow, that's weird. I never...
Danny Saint
I didn't
says
hear that coming.
he joined the Pullet Club.
That would be a funny fucking...
What?
A whole stable of gay wrestlers.
Darren Young, Christopher Saint,
Jordan.
Orlando Jordan. Am I missing some? I'm missing some.
Pat Patterson could be the fucking
Pat
mouthpiece.
Patterson, the mouth. Oh, he'd be the mouthpiece. Remember when that on
Be
that
the
episode
J.J. Dillon of the fucking gay horseman?
in that Legends House show that we were watching, he was hitting on the fucking butcher. Remember when he walked in? He goes, "Oh yeah, you're." I'm like, "Oh god, you're so awkward, Pat."
When you look back at it, it still actually really hurts. It just baffles me that some people have managed to progress going past live and let live. As much as you look at
But we
wrestling,
are letting you live. Nobody
Nobody's stopping you.
cares.
No, this is what I don't get. It's like you guys start off the conversation from a fucking perspective of a victim, and I'm like, I'm not victimizing you.
I don't
dude.
care.
But again,
Nobody
you go on
cares.
this fucking asshole's Twitter timeline, and he's like, "We need to be teaching kids about being gay," and it's like, no, you don't. You're not. First of all, you're a fucking wrestler, so I don't want to hear what you think we should.
You
be
shouldn't
doing.
teach fucking young kids how to wrestle. Forget being gay. You're terrible, dude.
I don't want to hear what you think about the education system.
you go, it's flamboyant, there's loads of glitter, there's men in spandex. You said then you go,
And by the way, if you're a wrestler and you're gay, you should be in extra good shape because now you're just making wrestlers and gay people look bad.
wrestling's pretty gay. It's
What did he say?
Wrestling's pretty gay. Now you realize that
What are you doing, dude?
if this motherfucker is now going to turn around and go like, people aren't booking me as much because I'm a homosexual, and it's not going to be because you just implied that the entire industry is gay. This is the kind of self-involved, narcissistic, fucking mentally ill bullshit I'm sick of dealing with you people.
Wrestlers, he means.
Yeah. Wrestlers.
He likes to come in men.
In that they're wrestling with their sexuality.
gay. It's actually quite, it's still a very masculine sport, it's still a very masculine world.
John decided to bring drag into the local wrestling scene.
You see what I mean? This motherfucker is
Called
setting
it.
up
You called
for
it.
a lawsuit. This guy is setting up for a lawsuit. He's gonna keep. This is what these people do. They push it and push it and push it and push it and push it with the fucking cake until you finally go, I don't want to do this. And then they go, I'm taking you to the Supreme Court. This is what these people do. They can't just naturally exist. They have to litigate their lifestyle onto us. Watch what I guarantee you within a year, we're going to hear about this asshole being in some sort of lawsuit. Watch.
Bringing the drag queens to the ring all started with my partner at the time. She started coming to the ring to me, getting involved in matches and all these different things. And then eventually you'd have like 4 or 5 of them coming to the ring with me.
Well, you said she. Drag queens actually don't identify as women. They're men who dress up as women. So you, my friend, have already made a mistake.
Bigot.
No, seriously, though. Drag queens don't say they're chicks.
Eventually you'd have like 4 or 5 of them coming to the ring with me.
Now trains his fiance, drag queen. Look at the name. Read the name. Tell me the... What's the drag queen's name?
You say it. I'm not saying it.
Mike, come on, say it.
I'm not. I don't even want to give these people any.
I'll say it. The name is, this is a clever name, Amphetamine. Amphetamine. See, because you get it? Do you get it?
I hate these people. I hate their agenda. I hate what they're about. No, not wrestlers. These people. I am fucking sick of this.
Dr. Brony says, this is the death of my sport.
Letting her train meant the world to her. It started about with a brief conversation.
Wow, that is an ugly drag queen. Dude, look at that.
Yo,
that is.
Dude.
That's a guy.
In the living room.
That's a man. Is that a band or that's a man? I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga. Leave you stankin', nigga. What the fuck you thinking, nigga?
Remember?
You gotta do the friendly golf clap after you do Waka Flocka.
Why? Remember when Goldust first came out?
Of course.
And that everyone, they even called him a weirdo and like and they would make fun of him. And
but that was how you did that sort of thing brilliantly. Like, that's how you did it was, you know, and his whole gimmick, before they, you know, because the Attitude Era, they made everything retarded and over the top. But the early Goldust stuff was great because he would do gay shit during the match and he'd go, yo, what the fuck? And then he would just roll him up and get the win.
It was funny.
And that gimmick was brilliant because it was playing off real, like, dynamics between people. You know what I mean? Because that's what would happen. If you're wrestling or got to the Intercontinental belt and you grab my dick and go, I'd be like, the fuck, what? Ah! And then you just pin me, and it's like, I won, motherfucker. I'm the champ now. That's a brilliant gimmick. But this is the agenda. This is them normalizing it. They want everywhere you go, everything you do, you have to be exposed visually to fucking the trans community. You can't go get a cup of coffee now. You can't go see a wrestling show. You can't read a comic book. You can't watch a fucking Superman movie without some tranny in a cape flying around shooting lasers out of their fucking eyes. I am fucking sick of this. You are less than 0.5% of the goddamn population. You do not deserve this much fucking dialogue. You just don't.
Well, I was going to stop Lex Luthor, but I had to get to a dilation center.
There are far more Irish Americans in this country, in this world, than there are trannies. And you know what? You don't see Irish people pushing for an entire month. You never hear Irish people protesting that we're underrepresented.
You get one day. St. Patty's Day. That's it.
That's it. And you know what? And guess what? We let everybody just for the day be drunk, disgusting messes. And that's it. And honestly, half of us don't even like St. Patrick's Day and don't take part in it. But, like, again, you'll never hear us fucking whining that we're underrepresented in wrestling. You'll never hear us whining about how every fucking wrestler is a goddamn leprechaun who's Irish. We're not going to whine about how they fucking ruined Becky Lynch by dyeing her hair bright orange.
Hey.
And making her hide her beautiful, lovely accent.
Female champion Becky Lynch, I'll have you know.
Is she still the champ right now?
Yeah, she just won Sunday. She beat
love her.
She beat Charlotte Flair.
I love she is literally the most attractive Irish woman who's ever lived.
Jack in the chat says tranny cheerleaders in the NFL are next. He's not wrong. Guarantee you.
They've already got the men.
The men, I'm telling you, trans cheerleaders are next.
Brief conversation in the living room to walk into the ring together, hand in hand, battering people. So many people made so many positive comments.
Pause comments, by the way.
People would send me messages saying, I came out because of you.
But that's on Grindr, so those don't count.
I came out to my parents because of you.
Nobody. You have 41 followers. Nobody's sending you You're lying.
You're lying because, honestly, and I would even give it to him as after this BBC thing came out. Yeah. Maybe people say this, but you were filming this, which means
nobody knew who you were.
Which means you had 32 fucking subscribers when you were filming this. And even less people knew who you were. Nobody was coming up to you going, oh, thanks for being a Peter Puffer. I went and told me parents, I too enjoy the taste of a man's cum. Nobody said that to you.
This reboot of DuckTales is really weird, guys.
Not as bad as the one I play at night.
No, that one's really bad. I've heard that one, and I wouldn't recommend playing that on this one.
And they're all support.
Parents because of you. As soon as I kind of figured out who I was as a person and what was going to make me the happiest I could be in my life.
By the way, that belt has a giant dick on it. It's the homosexual championships. It's just a big penis. And it's not even like an anatomically proper penis. It's like a doodle of a penis, like that you would draw in the
By
fucking
the way,
lockers in high school.
It just so happened that the day BBC was filming theirs when he won the belt. What a coincidence, huh?
The happiest I could be in my life. That was that moment where I went, "Hey, man."
The belt is a strap on, Damien Scott said.
There's just a fucking dildo sticking off the front of it. Oh, I'm going to go home and use this on my drag queen girlfriend.
And I've not looked back.
Is that really how they ended it? With him in the ring? Okay, well, anyway, that's Christopher Saint, everybody's hero. I do hope you guys follow him and get him into the WWE. That way he can have a hefty lawsuit against Vince McMahon. It's about break time. Do you want to...
That's right, because I don't hire faggots.
Could you imagine Vince just goes off on
Vince, this is not the 90s
I
anymore.
don't care. Who cares what a bunch of homosexuals have to say?
Vince, you can't say that anymore. This
Triple
isn't the
H is
90s.
going, Vince, this is a conference call. All right, we got the whole company on the line right now.
To the shareholders, I say, no more faggots in the WWE.
Tomorrow you just say, well, WWE has overtaken Tesla for the biggest drop of the year.
Him asking him, Vince McMahon, if he could join. Vince replies with, no chance! That's what you got!
Finn Balor comes out and goes, so Vince, do I have to wear these stupid rainbow jackets anymore?
Seriously.
Could I go back to wearing my regular gear?
Remember when he used to come out as a demon and now he comes out with rainbow flags?
By the way,
Jesus Christ.
speaking of gay, you guys want to feel gay? Next time you see a Finn Balor match, look at his dick.
Stop it!
It's so
I hate you! He's
ruined
ruined that man. That's all I can look at is the man's cock now because Mike pointed out, wow, he's got a big hog. And that's all that, every time he wrestles, I am looking at his penis.
I was like watching a match one day, and I'm like, we were sitting here watching some pay-per-view, and no, I don't even think he was wrestling it. He was just coming out to the ring, and I went, wow, Finn Balor's got a huge dick. And you went, man, like that whole match, every day you like get fucking body slammed or something, you go, all I can see is his dumb dick now. Maybe it's not that huge, but it's pretty big to scale because he's not a big guy.
He's not.
For you.
For
All right,
you.
so we'll be back here. Guys, revengeofthecis.com/donate. That's how you can sign up to be a patron and be a real goddamn hero. Also, if you're going to do some Amazon shopping, how about you fuckers go to revengeofthecis.com/donate. Click on the Amazon banner, then do your shopping, and then you can, help us get some money. Also, just want to plug it again tonight, 7 p.m. Subscribe to Poseidon's channel. I'm going to be joining him at the 7 o'clock hour. We'll be back with more of this fucking malarkey. Are we going to call the SPLC in the second hour?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right, we'll be back.
You're flat!
The most exciting 2 hours of television is back with an all-new Revenge of the Cis. As Royce and Mersch continue to track an international deep state pedophile ring, their journey to the nation's capital is put on hold as Orlando's best police cops receive a cryptic message from an old colleague.
It's a message from my old partner. He needs to see us in Los Angeles right now. Says it's related to our case.
Do you trust him?
As much as I trust you, partner.
What's to know then? A detour from their original investigation finds these no-nonsense detectives in the middle of Hollywood.
Thanks for meeting me. We can't talk long. They're probably following me.
Who's following you?
The Podesta brothers. They've got eyes everywhere, Lopez.
Now trapped between deep state globalists and the Hollywood elite, Lopez and Mersch are on the case. They're no longer avenging Orlando. They're saving America. And this week, they're taking on Pedowood.
I've been working this case. This Dan Schneider guy, producer at Nickelodeon, he's into kids. Or feet. Or kids' feet.
Yeah, the iCarly guy.
How do you know all this?
Thanks for meeting me.
No problem, Miss Bynes.
This is Amanda Bynes? Jesus, she looks terrible.
Dude, she can hear you.
Watch this week as the web grows bigger, the case becomes more complex, and more older model cars get wrecked and plenty of nameless extras get shot. This week on an all-new Revenge of the Cis, followed by Nazi Lawyer. USA, hotels don't have Netflix.
For this performance in Delaware.
To make your shopping day a little easier.
Mervyn's Dollar Day sale is going on right now. And that means great buys on clothes for kids. All this week, you can save on boys' clothes by Campus Le Tigre. Short-sleeve Le Tigre knits are the shirts all the boys will be wearing back to school.
Do you like pranks, guns, and jokes about retarded people? Well, so do we, but odds are your liberal snowflake friend doesn't. How would you like an easy, cost-effective way of screwing with that friend anonymously without losing your Twitter account? Guns for Tards is the perfect way to trigger SJW anonymously through the mail. For a low fee, your target will receive a beautifully designed professional mailer from our fictional Guns for Tards charity containing a thank you letter for their donation. They'll be led to believe that money was donated in their name to a charity that advocates Second Amendment rights for the mentally handicapped people in their area. For a few extra bucks, they will receive pictures and a detailed profile of a retarded person who they helped harm. It's all fun and games, well, except for that idiot who gets this in their mailbox and freaks out. Messing with someone through the mail is effective. Most people do it trolling over the internet, but regular mail is way more invasive. Whether it's a boss, an ex, or a liberal professor you don't like, this is the perfect way to screw with someone anonymously for the cost of a cup of coffee. Well, a cup of coffee in Manhattan, in a fancy coffee shop. Check out www.gunsfortards.com and select a package today. Use promo code MERSH for 10% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster. A new night, a new time. The Sully Show returns to More Like Radio, Tuesdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern before Dutch and Royce. Tuesday nights will never be the same.
I am the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace. I am a thatched roof cottage in Wales. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
What is your return policy there?
30 days, no charge.
Ooh, 30 days. Sounds fair. My goodness, Dennis, this feels good. Feels good in my hands. Oh, good, my kids are
I
safe.
saved everyone!
Yeah, my yard's protected.
So, of course it feels good, but that only proves our point even more. We'll take 2 of these, Gunther.
Great. I'll need your licenses for the background checks.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can drive, you can kill.
Oh, Christ, look at this.
That was fast.
You've been denied.
What? That's ludicrous. Why?
It says here you have an extensive history of felonious behavior.
There have been incidents, sure, a few minor indiscretions, but, I'm simply a person of interest in most of those cases, all right? And being wanted for questioning are very, very, very different things, Gunther.
You've been institutionalized.
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, one time, for a short period of time, that was against my will. That doesn't even really count.
It's the only time it counts, Dee.
Okay, look, it was like a teeny thing that happened with a college roommate. It was really no big deal.
It says here you burned her.
I burned her, But she was so annoying. I mean, she deserved it, okay? She was wearing my stuff, and she was copying me, and...
You were copying her.
I was copying her, she was copying me. It doesn't matter.
Look, I'm sorry, but I can't sell you the gun.
Oh, well, look at you. Oh, Gunther, the morality king. Hi, I'm Gunther. I've never lit anybody on fire before. You light one bitch on fire and everybody freaks out. Oh, you son of a bitch. It was one time and one thing.
Relax.
Second hour, Revenge of the Sis. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday show. RevengeOfTheSis.com. Go to the shop, buy a t-shirt, buy a mug. Help a brother out. Of course, go to RevengeOfTheSis.com/donate. If you want to help us, we're about to call them right now. The SPLC Legal Fund, Streamlabs.com/ Revenge of the Cis. So what we're going to do here is that for those of you who don't know, a quick little recap. The SPLC wrote an article after the Moore rally and called Mike and I hardcore white supremacist. We're going to be calling him. However, we're not going to be calling him through Skype and on the air because, again, we don't know the recording policies and the two-party consent states and all that stuff. And Florida's a two-party consent state. So we will be calling you. Will hear Mike ends of it. You will not hear the other end of the conversation. So, Mike, if you will, my friend, if you want to give him a call. So I'll be narrating the best that I can because he took the headphones off. That way I don't bother him too much. So I'll be doing this kind of talking here. I'm assuming it's
yes, hi, good afternoon. I'm actually calling in regards to an article you guys wrote about our organization, and we sent you a cease and desist yesterday, and I was just following up to sort of find out if and when they would be issuing a retraction in the story, and just so we can figure out sort of what our next step is legally.
Hello, and thank you for calling. I wonder how many of these calls they get. Are you being transferred? Is it an audit? Oh, this is great. Okay, so seems like he's on hold.
It's a voicemail.
A voicemail? All right, here we go. It's a long-ass voicemail. Jesus. It's Joe Matarese. Say that. See, we're still here, guys. Don't worry.
Can you mute my mic?
Sure, I got you.
Because I'm going to have to leave my number.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Mike's muted. Okay, so he should be good. Should be good. Wow, what a long voicemail. Jesus Christ. Say Baba Booey and Howard Stern's penis, they're saying in the chat. Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Holy shit.
It's a whole voicemail about how they don't actually help anybody.
Oh, okay. He said it's a whole voicemail about how they don't actually help anybody. That's what he said. It's still going? Wow. I can't leave voicemails that long. Holy shit, it's still going, guys. Yell Ramon. Oh, shit. Maybe that's what they do. They do a long voicemail on purpose, and they hope that you won't leave a voicemail. That's what it is. They just keep talking until you hang up.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Mike Shealy.
He's doing it now. Yes, I muted your number, so don't worry about it. You're good.
No, it hung up after that long.
Are you serious?
The beep was my phone beeping. They just give you the run. No, fuck that. No.
You want me to call him? Want me to call him on air? I'll do it. So we could all hear it since it's a voicemail? Here, let me see. I'm going to do this, guys.
Yes, hi. I'm sorry. I got forwarded to, I guess, like an automated message, but it was not like a voicemail or anything. Well, you guys wrote a story about us that was inaccurate, and we sent you guys a cease and desist. And I'm just trying to follow up with somebody in your publication there to find out if you guys are planning on issuing a retraction or not. But she just forwarded me again, dude. I'm gonna lose my temper.
Oh boy. I'm pulling up Skype. You want to call? We can call him from the show if you want. I'm happy to do it.
Oh great! I got a voicemail, and it's a black woman on a voicemail.
Really? Oh boy, this isn't going to be great if it's a black lady. I'll just mute when you give your number out.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Mike Sheely, and I'm calling from ROTC Media. And about a week and a half ago, you guys wrote an article that was inaccurate about us, referring to us as, quote, hardcore white supremacists. We've since issued a cease and desist order, and we're just reaching out to touch base and find out if you plan on issuing a retraction so we can go ahead and start to figure out what our legal options are. If you can give me a call back, I would appreciate hearing from you before the end of the week. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Okay.
Professional?
That was
Point.
perfect. That was good. You got it. No problem. All right.
That wasn't the original thing I wanted to say.
Right.
I was actually going to be like, look, I want to know what the fuck you guys are doing because we just want to go back to doing our show and let you go back to printing your fucking, spreading your venal lies about people.
By the way, they're asking for the SPLC's number. We could give them that because it's a public number. Why don't we give our fans...
How about we don't do that?
Okay.
How about you niggas learn how to use Google so that we are removed from the process?
That's a good
So that
point.
we don't get blamed for brigading or trolling.
Yeah, don't
How
do that.
about you
Good call.
Google SPLC phone number? Like, what the fuck? No, we're not going to lead a brigade. Nice try, Fed, whoever said that. Fuck out of here. Give out the phone number. Yeah, let's lead a brigade on YouTube that the Southern Poverty Law Center polices. That's a brilliant idea, guys.
It's Jocktober them.
Just fucking Google it. If one more, it's not just that, but like this happens every day now. People go, where can I find that? Fucking Google, you assholes. Dude, every day somebody goes, well, that's good. Where can I find that article? Well, you see the headline, right? How about you type that headline into fucking Google?
Okay, so why don't we move on? What do you say?
Sorry, I love you, Trollito.
Yesterday I'm on the fence with her fucking putting me on timeout. There's nothing better like when you had a rough day and you're stressed, you know, and it's like, hey, let me fuck with him. Oh yeah, sorry guys, I won't support my co-host anymore. Anyway,
you know, before you even
Sure.
get into this Millie Bobby Brown shit, you know he's been hanging out with Bella, that Bella model, Bella Harris, since she was 16. Oh
right?
yeah,
This is all news to me.
yeah.
For real?
I shared it.
Drake,
on my,
you're talking about Drake, right?
Yeah, I shared it on my personal Facebook profile.
So this is a behavior.
There are pictures of Bella Harris, his current girlfriend, the 18-year-old, and him being very snuggly backstage at Rihanna's Anti-Tour, which was in 2016. Bella Harris was born in April of 2000. She was hanging out with Drake backstage at a Rihanna show in May of 2016.
Yeah,
so that would have
I'm
made
looking
her.
at it, yeah.
That would have made her 20 days removed from 15 years old.
Well, according to The Talk, which is great value, The View.
I guess when Drake said no new niggas, it didn't apply to teenage girls.
No.
He never said no new pussy.
So this is The Talk, and they're talking about the Millie Brown incident with Drake, which we played yesterday. Let's hear them out.
You know, having grown up in the industry, I totally understand this. And I can see from the outside, you know, if my
Is
daughter...
that what's her face from Roseanne?
Yes, that's the you mean the show that's called The Connors now. They killed Roseanne Connor off with an OD. Yeah, OD.
with an OD.
Yeah.
But she's not a.
She's
she's never been an attractive woman.
No.
Outside, you know, if my daughter at 14 was texting a man
What
in
is
his
she
30s...
on?
Drugs?
No, but I'm not trying to imply she's on cocaine or anything. She looks like she's on antipsychotics. Like for real. Like
yeah,
I'm not.
No.
I'm not talking shit or anything, but I can spot this shit.
It's the eyes.
She's not
right?
on street drugs.
It's
I
the eyes, right?
Yeah, she's not on street drugs, but she's on some kind of antipsychotics.
It's the weird glazed over. It's the only way to describe it. I know people.
It's the
that
Stepford wife eyes.
Yeah,
where it's
exactly.
just, hi, I'm happy to be here.
daughter at 14 was texting a man in his 30s, no, I wouldn't be happy about it. But it's different when you grow up in the industry. You're
Oh, it's different. You can fuck kids. I get it. No, totally. I got it. Like, it's weird. Like,
why is it different when you grow up in the industry? No, it's not. It does. Listen to the way Hollywood immunizes themselves from the status norms.
we're
You
not
notice
like
that?
you fucking plebs.
Civilians.
It's different when you're in the business, you fucking... Listen, you fucking civilians. I don't have to sit here and explain the finer details of fucking kids with you. You wouldn't understand. You weren't in the fucking writing room writing the Connors. I can fuck all the kids I want. It's that entitlement.
Am I driving you home because I have to do coke and play my piano? Am I driving you home or what's going? I mean, my kids. I have to go pick up my kids.
Hey guys, Joe Rogan's a fucking piece of shit. And the next day he's like, no, he's cool. I'm sorry, he called me.
You're
Fucking
kind of
needy asshole.
an adult way earlier. You have a career.
So then it's again, you're an adult way earlier. You have a career. Hey, bitch. I had a fucking job at 15 at Burger King. It doesn't mean I was gonna go bang a 40-year-old. Like
Because you were a dumb civilian. You're not in Hollywood. You're not in Hollywood. Hollywood.
So if you play pretend on TV, it's okay to talk to a dog.
Then you can fuck kids, bro.
Do you think she knew about the 16-year-old Bella incident when she said this? Old checkerboard shirt?
An adult way earlier. You have a career. You become.
You're not an adult earlier. That's not how it works.
Yeah,
you don't get behind the camera and go, I'm an adult now. I played pretend on something. That's how people get killed. That's the bitch from Poltergeist. Seriously, man.
And this, first of all, I don't like the fact that Darlene from the Connors is dressed like she's wearing an outfit you could loot off a corpse and fall out. And second of all, I don't like the fact that, like Roy said, you're implying it just because you play Magic Camera Time that you're allowed to fuck kids. That's what you're basically. No, we give them cigarettes and drugs and let them drink booze, and we just fuck 13-year-old girls like it's going out of style.
It's not okay. That's not normal. And by the way, it's not like she was texting another female actress in the industry. Like, look, let's be honest. If Millie Bobby was texting, I don't know, who's a famous female actress?
Asia Argento.
No, not her.
Is that a bad
That's
example?
the worst one out of all of them.
Rose McGowan.
You're picking bad ones. You're not helping me out.
Well, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to think of actress names.
Judi Dench.
Dame Judi Dench.
If she was texting Dame Judi Dench, there wouldn't be a problem. But she's texting a dude who writes songs about fucking every girl he sees.
Halsey. What about Halsey? Could she stay in touch with Halsey?
I'm part of the same group, and I also think, look, not every.
Demi Lovato.
Why are these people?
Is that a good no? Not Demi.
Again, I'm not even gonna.
Katy Perry. I'm trying to think of one, guys. Sorry.
Kesha.
Ariana Grande.
I also think, look, not every guy in their 30s is creepy, so why shouldn't they have a great relationship?
Because there is no.
Every guy in his 30 texting a 13-year-old is creepy, though. That is
the definitive. That's one of the. It's so weird.
That's what. If you were to go, why is this guy creepy? One of the descriptors would be, well, he often texts 13-year-old girls about boys. That would be one of the reasons you would call a gentleman creepy.
If I talk to a 22-year-old girl, there's always a childlike weirdness to them.
Yes.
So, like, why are you? And again, it is weird. Even if you're not fucking them, right? You go, that's inappropriate. I shouldn't be texting you. This could end badly for me.
You know, we put this lens on things.
Listen to them clapping at this. So every one of those fucking mom gene bitches that's clapping at that would let their daughter just text some dude. They would let him text some 30-year-old dude and not have a problem with it. It would be fine. Because Tinseltown.
Well, you're just jealous that you don't get to live the fucking. You don't get to live the high life, Hollywood life.
Lens on things.
Banging kids and drinking champagne.
No, high life is a champagne of beers.
I get that. I do think 100% this is innocent completely, and I'm sure.
It is. It's amazing to me how. If you're famous, they'll just glance right out.
If they found out that Donald Trump was texting a 13-year-old girl when he was 31 years old.
Could you imagine?
No. I'm honestly, because let's see.
Could you? No. Seriously, could you?
No.
Imagine the crucifixion that would unfold.
If Donald Trump was texting a 13-year-old girl when he was 30 years old, 32, 31, that's the exact age, and they found out about it now, all right? Talking about boys, do you think that they would go, look, it's just a normal relationship? Donald Trump's in Hollywood. You know, what do you want him to do? That's how it is. You disingenuous fucks are going to protect these fucking pedophiles. Because Drake's not a pedophile. These, in my opinion, grooming behaviors.
These hebophiles.
Yes, thank you.
Well, actually, the free market's all right. And Cap, we heard you.
All right, Kumia, we heard you.
Sure, he is more of a big brother than anything.
How do you
do? First off, let's say he's a big brother. Let's say he is.
Who is this dumb whore?
I don't know. Ken, this is Diet View. I don't know. Let's say he's a big brother. Mike, do you think 13-year-old girls talk to their big brothers about boys? No. That's not a relationship.
Yeah, with their brother, with their blood brother, maybe. Sure.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, it's happened. You have talks with your fucking family. Not every family's fucking dysfunctional mess.
Okay, you might be right.
But what your 13-year-old doesn't do is talk to a Grammy-winning, world-famous, womanizing rapper. And also, look, Millie Bobby Brown has been getting pimped out by her parents to Hollywood Jews since the beginning of fucking time. Okay?
Well, at least 13 years ago.
That girl has no childhood. So I'll say it. They banged. It's my opinion. They fucked.
That's your opinion. That's gross.
That's my opinion. They
I
fucked.
believe you, but that's gross.
To her. Yes. But yeah.
Why? Listen, even this crowd that's on their side is like.
That is. Can you go back, please? Just
Did you
a couple
hear that?
seconds. Can you please play that?
Sure.
It's a good catch. That's a good catch.
Thing to her. Yes. But yeah, I'm 100% sure. And she's also 14, and it's like
yeah, there's a couple women going. I'm not clapping for that.
And again, I'm not going to listen to the bitch from the Connors who was also a child in Hollywood and probably had to bang some producers. For being honest.
Drake texting her, so she could even be exaggerating slightly. Like that's it.
Now they're victim blaming. Did you hear that? Wow. They're literally victim blaming.
Dude,
they're victim. Oh my.
So let me get this straight.
What?
Millie Bobby Brown is probably exaggerating, right? But this woman that's going after Kavanaugh.
100% true.
No jury, no judge, no nothing.
36 years later.
Is this woman going to be fired from her job? Like,
of course
you know what I mean? Like, there are some times where I go, why is this bitch still employed? Do you imagine? Fuck the Trump things. I know Royce said, what if it was Trump? What if a male host was like, these girls, they fucking exaggerate, you know what I'm saying? Drake's a famous guy. I'm sure he didn't do nothing. Could you imagine if a male host was
I
like,
couldn't.
Whatever, you guys are paranoid. Let me hang
Maybe
out with
she's
13-year-old
exaggerating. So first off, if everything she said's not a problem, then why would you immediately go into exaggerating? I get it. You like his music, and you want him to show up on the talk.
14, and it's like Drake texting her, so she could even be exaggerating slightly. Like that's exciting, you know? So even
I do believe that Millie Bobby Brown, in her head, because she's been raised in this environment that you were talking about earlier, I do believe that in her mind, she thinks that because a lot of kids that are being groomed,
she thinks she's grown up. She thinks this is she's a woman about town.
A lot of kids that are being groomed don't know they're being groomed. That's the truth. I mean, look, and when I'm talking about Hollywood, I'm talking in general. A lot of kids don't know. They think that they're being adults. They, like you said, it doesn't have to be Hollywood. So she probably thinks, oh, how cool. I'm texting the guy that I listen to on the fucking iPhone. You know what I mean? I text the guy that I listen to on Spotify. So she doesn't realize it. So Millie Bobby Brown has no reason to exaggerate because, again, this isn't her. She's not making a rape allegation. She's saying, I'm texting this guy. This is what we text about.
That stays in the text message thing was very telling,
right?
And this whole thing now is just, like, honestly, what do we like? What do we do? Who cares, right? That 6ix9ine rapper, like, legit raped a 13-year-old and filmed it, and he's still on tour right now making millions.
He got probation,
so they don't care. Nobody cares. Doesn't matter if you can rap. Who cares?
Slightly. Like, that's exciting, you know? So even in the interview, it made even sound like, I know if it was my child, I definitely would have a problem, but since it's not my child, I'm going to defend Drake. You see this?
Do you see this fucking mindset? If it was my child, but I think it's innocent because it's somebody else's child. You disingenuous cunt.
As long as my kids don't get raped.
Yeah, as long as my kids don't get raped. That's exactly your fucking crying
And
call.
that's the liberal attitude about everything. That's why all you see these, like, have you ever seen John Oliver's wife?
No.
She's a knockout blonde. Like, all these rich liberals marry hot white blonde women, and then they put their white children in fucking all white fucking all white private schools in all white rich neighborhoods. And then they preach to you about how your kids need diversity in their lives. Your kids need to fuck famous rappers at 13. Whatever is good enough for their kids is one thing, but you fucking pleb pieces of shit, it's good enough for you.
At the same time, like you just said, it is an industry thing. It can be an industry thing, and maybe.
Yeah, systemic rape and child abuse is an industry thing. That's what we've been saying since the covering of the fucking Dan Schneider thing. That's the problem. But saying that it's an industry thing doesn't make it okay. All right? If fucking texting 15-year-olds was a fucking coal mining industry thing, there would be a problem in the coal mining industry. That's like saying, you know what this is like saying? Look, man, priest fucking kids, it's an industry thing.
You wanted to be an altar boy. What'd you think came with the job?
That's what comes with it. You gotta blow guys. I'm sorry, but it's an industry. That's the way it's always been.
Maybe he's just a big brother. Maybe it's just.
I would be all over those texts, though. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be reading like?
Okay, so at least this fucking karate chop is being reasonable.
If my stepdaughter was doing that, I'd be reading every text.
Did you hear that? Listen to what she said.
I'd be reading like. If my stepdaughter was doing
My stepdaughter.
that, I'd be reading.
I just have to say this, a little more digging has been done. Trolita did a little digging. Was a tranny shooter.
So it was female to male?
The quote, and this person apparently wrote poetry and stuff on this website under the name Snow, which would be like the short version of Snochina or whatever, or Sonichu. Maybe she was named after the Chris Chan comic book.
Possibly.
The quote from the poem is, "I'm in love with the man inside of me, yet the woman outside of me I am half," I don't know, whatever. That's
all right, some sort of
some kind of weird black tranny. Yeah. You heard it here first, folks.
Black tranny. Tasha Rose is losing her mind as we speak.
See, I told you with these people. I'm right, Tasha, we heard you.
Stepdaughter was doing that. I'd be reading every text. I'd be checking in all the time. I'd be like a little bit of a hawk.
Yeah,
I'd be nosy.
But, you know, Millie Bobby Brown's parents don't give a fuck about Millie Bobby Brown. That's the problem.
Because she's under 18 and they control every single check.
And she's just a fucking money cow. That's all she is. She's just a money cow to milk and pimp out.
Nosy. and I think the difference is also Drake is considered a good guy. Now, if it's somebody that's not considered a
Since
when?
Why is Drake considered a good guy? In what? Kavanaugh's considered a good guy, isn't he?
He raped that girl.
No,
He's a serial rapist. You didn't hear that? Boys' school. You know the Georgetown boys prep school rapist. He's probably got dead bodies in his house.
He's considered a good guy. How do you know?
But Bobby in the chat, like Cosby was.
Yeah, Cosby was considered a great guy. That's a very good point, Bobby A. Exactly.
Dad from Seventh Heaven. He was a nice guy.
Everybody loved him. He was a great guy.
Yeah. Oh,
Good
Jimmy
guy.
Seville.
Great.
Jim will fix it. Jim fixed everything. He'd go around, he'd help kids with things, and then he'd fuck them.
The guy that owned the bicycle shop in Different Strokes.
These people are unbelievably fucking and again, this goes back to I played the clip again last night on Nightwave that we played with Millie Bobby Brown on the red carpet. These fucking demonic, they're like ticks that just attach themselves to fame and are like, Drake, that's awesome. There's not one person going, "Did you texting a 31-year-old rapper? It's a little weird. Why?"
He could be her father.
Do you understand that if Millie Bobby Brown, being as famous as she was, wanted to text with me, I'd go, no.
Nope.
What do we have in common? Like, what do we have to talk about. Right?
My email back would be, if you want, my text back would be, if you want to be on the show, here's the show email. That's pretty much the entire conversation I'm having with her.
If any 13-year-olds, oh, let's talk about what? Well, I need advice about stuff. Go to your parents.
Yeah, not me.
Also, Drake is considered a good guy. Now, if it's somebody that's not considered a good...
Who's not? So where's the limit, right? Because I don't see a difference between the content of Drake's music and the content of, let's say, Migos, and it's pretty much the same thing. So what is this good guy? Why is he good? Because he's rich and fucking famous?
Yeah, what makes him a good guy? Grooming 16-year-old models? Is that what good guys do?
Now, if it's somebody that's not considered a good guy texting your child, then you're going to have a problem, you know.
So if a good guy that's 31 years old is texting your child, you're going to be fine with it? Big Mama's House 4?
I'm really angry at these people. These fucking vultures, man.
Look at this.
Like, do you understand?
You're supposed to take them seriously.
But do you understand that, like, you know, again, and this goes back to the Southern Poverty Law Center thing again. Calling us a white... Yeah, Drake knocked up a porn star. He's a great guy. But it's just... When they call us like hardcore white supremacists, right? And again, I don't care about, like, a black guy who works in a factory or some Mexican who works at a bottling plant every day and goes home to his family, okay? I do want the day of the rope. And I want these people to get the rope. Everybody in California... This... cultural Marxist, it's okay to text 13-year-old girls when you're
if you're a good guy.
This enabling shit. Everybody on that panel, and there are white people on this panel, and I want them to get the rope first.
Even Sharon Osbourne?
Yes.
Good.
Like that's one of those things. If we get it by wish of light fascism someday, and they go, all right, we're gonna start fucking stringing people up. Who goes first? I'm gonna make sure the first few dozen I string up are white people, just to make a point. Look, this isn't a race thing. But this one thinks it's okay to fuck rappers at 13, and this one thinks Dan Schneider didn't do anything, and this one thinks they're all getting the fucking rope. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
You know who was a good guy up until he beat Rihanna up? Chris Brown. What a good guy he was. All these people are good. Like, but Danny Saint said it in the chat. Yeah, Drake knocked up a porn star and hid the child. That's what good guys do?
It's and again, you just listen to his lyrics, listen to the words that listen to the ideas that he promotes. Again, I always liked Drake's music, but you know, he's not a good guy. You know what I mean?
Texting your child, then you're going to have a problem. You know who I'm talking about.
Who are you talking about?
I'm not going to, I'll tell it to you in the break.
Oh, so you won't out anybody that you know to be maybe potential pedophiles. So you're going to protect...
What?
You are all pieces of shit. Do you understand we need to repeal the 19th and we shouldn't even let women leave the goddamn house? You know, Saudi Arabia has the right idea. I'm converting to Islam.
I don't...
I'm legit going to just convert to Islam.
We're not going to say who the bad person is, but we're going to... oh, boy.
Like, seriously. Press 1 in the chat if you want to join me in following the true word of God. Inshallah. We'll fucking burn all these unbelievers.
All right. We could... Man, that made me really mad, dude. I'm not even like, this isn't like fucking, I'm a bit mad. I'm legitimately angry.
And I'm not kidding when I say that the further along we come, the more I am actually convinced that Muslims aren't the bad guys. Right? Like, it's getting
pretty shitty.
They're pretty shitty, but it's still getting harder and harder to paint them as the bad. I didn't say that they're not shitty, but the bad guys in the story?
No, you're right.
I mean, are we like? I'm not fucking being crazy edgelord by saying that. You know, I'm sorry, but you know, Muslims are not. They wouldn't put up with this shit. You'd get the rope.
All right, so this is in
Fucking some Cobra Commander. Muslims have hated Jews for a long time, and I get it, dude. Broken clock. I got it. Yeah, sometimes you're right, but
So let's play this video. San Francisco, the wonderful shit needle town of San Francisco.
Video captures a group of suspects attacking and robbing a victim. It happened in just seconds near San Francisco's Dolores Park. Night Beat's Betty Yu on why neighbors in the area.
She's really cute.
Yeah, she is.
Wow. She kind of looks like a young Kate Beckinsale.
And by the way, she's cute in that because, we get all these news anchors, right? And there's a lot of them where you go, Jesus, you take off that hair and the layers of makeup and she'll look terrible. This one looks just as good.
Yeah.
Like, this one wakes up looking good.
Areas say they aren't surprised by what happened.
This mugging
Whoa, that was a big jump. Jesus Christ.
Come on,
wow.
Let's hear Betty Yu.
Wow, she is not fucking, me love you long time.
This mugging happened around 6:45 p.m. right near Dolores Park on 20th Street. And it happened fast, about 13 seconds to be exact, and it was captured on a homeowner's Nest camera. The man in the black jacket and
So this is definitely a hipster walking by the way, as you can see by his pants and everything.
pants casually walks up 20th Street near church yesterday evening.
They have a certain walk about them, too.
He has no idea that moments later, he's about to be a victim. 3 men get out of a parked car on the other side of the street.
So they weren't up to him, 3 dudes.
You can hear one of them say, "Give me your phone." SFPD says one of them punches him while the other 2 go through his pockets and end up stealing his phone.
Look at his pants. His pants were so tight, they ripped.
He was walking funny.
Yeah,
Did you notice
he was.
He was walking like they were. By the way, what's the point of that? What is the point of wearing pants that are so tight they can tear it just at the slightest move? Or like the guys that wear them around their fucking, where their balls and dick are hanging out, and you're like, what is? You have to hold your legs out to hold the pants. Like, just fucking put your pants on, throw a belt on, it's done.
It's a hill, too. The way he was walking uphill because it's San Francisco.
He tore his pants. What an asshole. I'm so glad.
As the suspects run back toward a black four-door getaway car, you can see they've ripped.
They didn't rip it.
Don't even pretend they ripped.
Stop.
Because let me tell you, if I
go back to the beginning. I want all right, we're 56 seconds in. You can remember that, so we can go back. I want you guys to see his stride and see like those pants were unwearable.
Okay.
The man in the black jacket and pants casually walks up
Look at the way,
20th
like,
Street
that's-
near
Just some tight-ass pants.
church yesterday evening. He has no idea that moments later, he's about to be a victim. 3 men get out of a parked car on the other side of the street. You can hear one of them say, "Give me your phone." SFPD says one of them punches him while the other 2 go through his pockets and end up stealing his phone.
It's weird, man.
As the suspects
When
run
are we
back-
gonna curb this fucking rise in far right neo-Nazi violence? Is what I want to know.
Those are 3 black guys, though.
Well, I mean, you've seen the articles. People of color are joining white supremacist
Oh,
organizations across the country, according to Vice.
You're right.
toward a black four-door getaway car, you can see they've ripped the victim's pants.
They didn't rip. They didn't rip his pants. His pants ripped because he's an asshole who has to wear pants that are too small.
Yeah, because
he needs attention.
You know what doesn't rip? Jeans. Like, jeans wouldn't have ripped in that situation. Normal jeans?
Victim's pants. Police say the victim's injuries are non-life threatening, and they're
Well, yeah.
looking for the suspects.
Oh, whoa.
We showed the video to Carter Etherington,
Man on the streets are the best.
who's lived in San Francisco for 3 years.
I'm sorry to say it doesn't surprise me. It's still the mission.
I hate his name. I hate his face. I hate his cadence. I hate everything about this man. This man is San Francisco the person.
It's still the mission. And I think that it's become more of a target because there are so many people who have moved in here who do have wealth.
I've definitely witnessed.
Make sure you show an interracial couple. That's very important.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? Hey, listen, if what's good for the goose is good for the gander, Miss Tiedemann.
Muggings happening before in the city, and I think it's becoming more
Oh, no, this is my gay best friend.
prevalent.
No, I think he... Wait, is that maybe? Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
his work day.
I don't know. I hope he's fucking you, though.
Prevalent, and so people just need to be on guard a little bit more often, not walking around with their cell phones out.
The homeowner who captured this crime says a few months ago his cameras also caught a man who parked a black car on the street. He gets out and then breaks into a car parked across the street and then walks back to his with a bag. This smash and grab happened during broad daylight and was over in a matter of seconds.
It's almost like nobody there has guns or a way to protect themselves, right? Isn't it weird that nobody there?
Yeah, it's weird too, because if you go, like, let's say up to, let's say you go on somebody's porch in, like, Houston, Texas, they try to steal their packages. It might not end well.
You'll be killed.
It's not even the guy whose packages it is that'll shoot you. It'll just be some random neighbor.
Hey, those aren't yours. What are you doing here?
That's what happened to him. It'll be the guy who lives, catty corner diagonal across the street that comes outside and goes, "What the fuck?" and just shoots you.
SFPD is using this surveillance video to help them find the suspects. If you have any information,
It's almost like they've turned the city into this. And then these man on the street people aren't even like enough, to walk around with your phone. What's the real problem here, folks? Let's be honest. You've turned your city into a overpriced homeless shelter. That's what it is. San Francisco is an overpriced shit needle homeless shelter where people get robbed. And by the way, I guarantee you those 4 dudes don't live in San Francisco. I guarantee you they drove from Oakland.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oakland. That's what I was thinking as they were shaking them down. I was like,
there's no
those
way.
are some Oakland boys.
Yeah. All right. So here we have this has been all over the place. A white woman rambles racist abuse at an Asian American driver. All right. So this is going to be. Tell me when she went too far, Mike. Okay. So remember, the driver's Asian.
Before you say anything, you might want to make sure you're actual legal. And then call the cops.
This is gonna. Oh, she's cute. That's the problem. Is that she's cute? Okay, she's talking to an Asian driver.
Before you say anything, you might want to make sure you're actual legal. And then call the cops.
This is gonna be so good.
About what?
I like this woman. I'm sorry. I like her. She's snarky and she's hot.
I hold on.
I don't know why. I really love hot racist chicks for some reason. I don't know why. It's just a turn on. They talk shit like that.
Danny Saint says we use guns as silverware in Dallas.
Illegals crossing the border. And your parents probably had to work for dirt.
I love this lady.
Had to work for fucking dirt.
This is the kind of
Is this real life?
Yes. This is so much fun. So this is the kind of I have to deal with in Portland.
And I love this. She's like, bye.
This is the kind of shit I have to deal with in Portland.
I like her.
Yeah.
I like the cut of her jib.
But again, this is another one of these videos.
You're like poor and you're a dirty minority. Get out of my way, stupid. I love a woman like that.
The thing is that again, this is another video, just like the Hialeah Taco Bell thing, where we're only seeing when this bitch started recording. Like, what did she do to piss this woman off? And by the way, Asian American driver. I honestly thought when I saw the title of this video, she was going to do one of these, like, you ching chong ding dong. She didn't do that. She says, you have to make sure that you're legal, okay? Like, it wasn't, this is crazy racist.
Oh, Mr. Sonny, crash deal car. That would have been like, she get the buck teeth. Oh, so sorry.
What, you can't hit the pedal because your feet are binded? Is that the problem? Like, come on, man. This isn't that racist. This is a normal altercation. I've seen people get out of cars and have fucking fist fights. This is... Look, let's watch it again. Tell me the part that you would consider really racist.
You want to make sure you're actual legal. And then call the cops.
This is gonna be so good.
About
I love this woman.
Is that really that super
It's
racist?
snarky, but it's not, right?
Yeah.
I love that. I love the way she was like, and just like, everybody like, I love this woman. I'm sorry. Yeah, her voice is a little annoying, but I'm
No, of course her voice is annoying.
But the racism makes up for it. And she's got a nice car. She's clearly got money.
oh, what? That you're illegals crossing the border. And your parents probably had to work for dirt.
I don't know. I want to kind of marry her.
I would
This
at
is
least.
kind of
What's real life?
Yes.
By the way, these bitches are quoting another YouTube video from Tenny. This real life, you know who I hate more in this video? The one recording it. Everything. And now the Daily Mail picked this up. This is nothing. Dude, I have said and I'll be the first one to say it. I have said some horrendous things in
Oh,
cars.
yeah. I've dropped N-bombs in a Taco Bell parking lot ready to fight people.
I have said horrendous things in cars to people. This is nothing. This is a polite conversation. Stop it. All right.
I've said some really horrendous shit. I've gotten out of cars and said some shit before.
Oh, I have too at an intersection. I've gotten at an intersection and really just, ooh.
There was a lady one time, right? There was like gridlock traffic, and she kept letting people get in front of us. She just kept stopping at every parking lot and letting people get in front of us. And I remember the traffic was moving so slow. I got out of my car one day, and I went up to this woman's window, and I was like, and she was startled that anybody was knocking on her window in the middle of, like she rolls her window like a little crack. And I was like, lady, I have a gun in my car. If you let one more person out in front of you, I'm going to shoot you in the face. And I just went back to my car.
Did she not let anybody back in front of her, Mike?
It was smooth sailing after that. And I was so calm and like it was weird because I wasn't even screaming at her. I was so calm and matter of fact about it that she just went, I remember to this day, I went, are we good? You stop letting people before you. She did this move. I was like, all right, cool. I used to do when I had a gun. I used to threaten to shoot everyone. It was really bad. But I thought that was the point of having a gun.
No, Mike, that's not.
The people know you have business.
That's not the. I don't think Dana Loesch would agree with that statement.
Dude, I'm telling you, 24-year-old me was like Frank Reynolds. It was really bad, and it was a revolver too. It was a 38.
Oh, come on, man.
I was the king of the click. What? Oh, no. Okay.
I'm moving. So this is Antifa tries to block patriots from. This is in Canada, by the way. So this isn't even America. This is in Canada. They were laying a veteran wreath. So they were laying wreaths for a veteran in Canada, and Antifa showed up.
I'm moving this way. I'm standing up here.
Dude, have bike cops become the heroes? Like, bike cops are all over the place with these people.
Yeah,
now.
again, it's because it's optics. They don't want to send out the guys in the SWAT gear because it looks bad and it makes the nightly news. But if you send out bike cops, people are just going to look at the protesters and go, you couldn't take on a couple of bike cops, you fucking homo?
They're doing the hey, hey, ho, ho chant again, by the way. The one chant they have.
Yeah.
They have one chant.
It's always great to go to these rallies and like try to fucking take over their chants, though, you know? You just be like, hey, hey, ho, ho, rootless elites have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, no? No,
Guys?
all right, sorry.
Yeah. Hey, hey, ho, ho, racism has got to go.
All right, well, when are you going to stop being racist, leftists?
Yeah. Bye. I love how they show up with the fucking flagpoles that are actually just weapons, too. Like, they'll basically get a baseball bat and put a flag on it so it looks like they don't have a weapon. We heard that one firsthand at the Richard Spencer rally. Cops and Klan go hand in hand.
Wannabe Rage Against the Machine faggots.
Rage Against the Machine was wannabe Rage Against the Machine. We're anti-capitalism and corporations.
You can't have you can't be on Sony Records and be
exactly.
But hey, you know, at least we have delicious food.
Everybody, remember when Jim Carrey said yesterday, everyone in Canada is polite because they have universal health care, remember? He said it yesterday. Everybody in Canada's polite.
Jacob Rubino, rage on behalf of the machine.
I
That's
like
very
that.
funny.
Some of those that burn crosses are the same that run mosques.
Just get down. Get down. Get down.
Yep, I'm gonna move.
Get down.
Moving this way, man.
Let him go. Let him go.
I'm rolling down Rodeo with a laptop.
I'm rolling through Iowa with Molly Tibbetts in the trunk.
How's the food, though? The Mexican food
Dude.
good?
And by the way, Mr. Tibbetts, I'm pretty sure that the Mexican food in Iowa is still terrible. So you didn't even give up your daughter's life for anything.
It wasn't.
Right?
It wasn't Mexican food in El Paso.
That's what I mean.
Like, yeah,
you're
right.
they're just Iowans like us with delicious tacos. I'm pretty sure I could drive through that entire state without finding a delicious taco.
The whole entire region.
I bet even their Taco Bells suck. Like they put corn in the tacos. You're like, what are you doing?
You want some balsamic vinegar for your tacos? No, what?
Yeah, our tacos come with corn and diced potatoes in it. That sounds terrible.
Ew!
Molly Tibbetts died for nothing.
You know what normally works when a cop's trying to arrest somebody? Screaming, "Let him go" to them.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So,
when you put it that way.
Guys, they want us to let him go. Give me the handcuff keys.
I love these retards. Every time they try to bash the fash, they shatter their own wrists. It's really funny.
It's true. With their goddamn bird bones.
I'm sorry, guys, going first.
You know they're saying now too that a lot of these leftists that are they're fucking working out and they're trying to like get in shape and learn guns and stuff like that. A lot of them are now starting to become less leftist.
Of course.
Because as soon as you become self-reliant and you get in good shape and you own a gun, you're like, oh yeah, that's leftist shit. It's
Pretty
silly.
stupid. I kind of want to protect my property now. Oh, let's all go to Wawa. That's what he's saying. You want to go to Wawa after this?
Back. Thank you.
I think they have broccoli cheddar soup on Thursdays. Want to go head over there after we bash these faggots in the head a couple more times? Yeah, let's go do that.
They're hired muscles for Nazis. Hired muscle for Nazis. Yeah, because Canada has a real Nazi problem. Look at him throw that cone, bro.
Dude, he's a rebel, man. He's going to tear the system down one street cone at a time.
No, he's just trying to install VLC media player.
Spergs.
By the way, isn't it funny seeing this one cop, probably in his mid-40s,
shoving 50 of them?
They're so weak. He's just doing this, and they're all being moved. Again, Mike, if there's a war, it's going to be the shortest war in history.
Why do women show up to these things and just go, ah, all the time? Like, just you guys, listen, ladies, I love you and all, but I've said this before, and I know some people think I'm being facetious when I say it. When it comes to politics, philosophy, protesting, raging against the machine, if you will, you're fucking useless in the equation. No, you are. You're fucking completely worthless. All right, yeah, you got your Lauren Southerns, and they fly around, and they fuck Stephen Molyneux and Tommy Robinson, and they, whatever, all that other shit. It's fine, great, whatever. I'm a South African for that's great. Good job, Lauren. Outside of YouTube, you guys are fucking useless. And even then, just take somebody like Stefan Molyneux's ideas or like a James Alsop's ideas and just parrot those. Don't try to ad-lib. Don't try to pepper in your own stuff. Women, you are fucking terrible. The only thing worse than women at these rallies are the men that follow the women. You know what I mean? Like, are you fucking serious, dog? Enough. And then you can't even control women at these rallies because if like one of them's she's about to get arrested and she's your girlfriend, you go over and go, baby, can you? Oh, you don't tell me what to do with the patriarchy. You realize at an alt-right rally, when your girl's acting out of control, you tell whatever guy is there with her and you go, tell her, and they go over and go, hey, go in the fucking car. And then they do. It's amazing. Hey, shut up. You're going to get arrested. I don't have bail money. Go.
You know what? Go to
Get
the
outta
pizza place, order a pot. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All
Get
right?
us a table.
All right, thank you.
Just chill. All
I
right.
want a Coke.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Anybody brings up Emily Eustace again, I'm going to lose my mind. They're doing it to fuck with me now. Yeah. She's just Roger in a wig. That's right. Tell him, Pat. The Jews rape all the kids.
She's Roger playing Scott Pressler, playing a woman. Dude. Can the comedian just please show up? That's all you want, right? For just a helicopter with the comedian to jump off and end all this. Really? Really? Yeah. This alpha, dude, this fucking cop here, the main cop here.
Does he have the mustache? Is
Yeah,
he the cop? He has a cop mustache.
Yeah, he does. This
Oh,
guy's
that's
just
our
fucking
guy.
around. Notice how the chanting stops when they're overwhelmed by police officers? All of a sudden, the chanting stops.
You know what's funny, too? Again, with these right-wing rallies, the cops will show up and 99% of the time tell them, guys, you're done. Disperse. And the right-wingers are like, well, all right, where are we headed
See you
to?
later.
You guys want to go to there's a park around here. There's a Quiznos. Like, and they just leave. It's amazing. Like, you made your point. Go. Like, do you guys not understand? This makes me want to be a Nazi. Like, just ironically, just because I know it would bother you. Like,
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit that makes me want to wear a full SS uniform and goose step through the streets of Portland. Not for no other reason other than I want to watch you fucking lose your goddamn minds over it.
Well, we've reached the end of the show, and what a better place to end the show than there. Guys, thank you for listening today. Mike will be on at 7 p.m., correct? Eastern time.
Yes, with Poseidon on Poseidon's channel, and then do Nightwave later on tonight.
And he will be doing Nightwave later on, so make sure that you get all that done.
Has anybody seen the fake girl, Elliot Rodger, that they're doing now?
No.
You know, they keep turning people into girls?
Yeah.
Elliot Rodger could get it.
Just like David Hoggins?
Yeah, dude. All these people that turning into sexy girls. It's
Thank
a
you.
psyop. They're trying to mind control you.
Thank you for listening, guys. RevengeOfTheSys.com/donate. Patreon.com/We're Not Sorry. That's the best way to help us. Streamlabs.com/RevengeOfTheSys for the SPLC Legal Fund. Mike will be on Poseidon stream at 7, so it's Poseidon. Subscribe there. Make sure you listen. Then after that, there will be a Nightwave on Nightwave Live on YouTube. And also Daywave Radio if you want to follow me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back at 4 p.m. tomorrow with a fresh new episode. If you listen via podcast, subscribe, like, leave a comment. Help us out. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Hey guys.